What's going on, everybody? It's the Hook Cam back again with a little something different this time. I'm going to show you guys a quick clip I have of a little Chiefs talk segment I did with one of my good friends, Robert. And now Robert is not your average Chiefs fan. And in fact, we recorded about an hour of this. Of course, this was about a week and a half, probably 2 weeks ago, and a lot of things have happened since then. So some of the clips are somewhat useless. But in this one, we talk about what Patrick Mahomes' ceiling could possibly be. Now, before we dive into that, I do kind of want to get into a little bit of a background on Robert. Absolutely diehard Chiefs fan. In fact, probably the most diehard and loyal fan I know. And we live in Southern California. He takes trips out to Denver, to Kansas City. His AFC Championship game story from last year was absolutely incredible. He flew from Southern California to Atlanta to Kansas City, missed the first drive, got there. Very, very emotional story that I will definitely post at some point. But not your average Chiefs fan is kind of the main thing that I want to say. He does planes, trains, and automobiles trying to get to Chiefs games wherever he can find them. So in this clip, we dive into a little bit about what we think Patrick Mahomes' ceiling could be. Now, this is our first go-round, okay? There's going to be a little bit of a rough draft, all right? Now, what I kind of want to do with this is have a little bit of a Chiefs talk segment. I'm not stupid, contrary to popular belief. I'm not stupid. I know that I have a very strong Chiefs following on my channel. So I figure, why not talk Chiefs? I enjoy watching Chiefs football. He, of course, is a diehard Chiefs fan. Maybe we can get a little something special going. So with that being said, it is a little rough around the edges. You can hear some paper. You can hear a dog whining every once in a while. So just know that there's going to be some bumps in the road. But hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully if you're a Chiefs fan, you eat this up, because I had a ton of fun sitting down with my boy Robert and talking about the Chiefs and the future of that team. So though that being said, guys, let's listen to this clip.
This is something that I thought about today. I was doing cardio, and I was watching. I was watching a Brady video while I was doing cardio, and I was like, man, like nobody would have thought that Brady's ceiling was what it is, right, and could possibly be higher. Watching a guy like Patrick Mahomes, what do you think his ultimate ceiling is?
I don't know. Like,
it's a cool feeling to have, huh?
I know. It's like, shoot, I don't know how much higher. I mean, he could go. I mean, I think he gets back to throwing way more touchdowns next year. Right. Not like it matters. I want him to just score however many touchdowns it takes to win a Super Bowl.
Right.
Don't really care.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was a weird year. It was more of a gritty year for him, where he had to
There's a lot for him to fight through, right?
Go through a bunch of adversity, being injured, because he just had this smooth sailing first year starter, 50 touchdowns, got the the number 2 seed, AFC Championship game, everything, and I don't know. I really don't know how high he can go. Like, he's literally sky's the limit.
Yeah.
He could win MVP 3 more times. He could win a Super Bowl maybe 2 or 3 more times.
That's what's scary about him, is that I think that as talented as he is, he also has that killer. You know what I mean? That killer mentality. Those two combinations you rarely see together, right? Yeah. And that's what I think with where his ceiling is. I think it's I kind of felt the same when I was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, we don't really know.
Well, he just learned how to read defenses.
Right.
He said
he's
in an
learning.
interview,
he's learning every year.
6 games into last year, he's like, I finally figured out how to read defense.
Yeah, and I think that there's still a lot to learn, and that's one of the things that's scary for a guy like him, is that
he's 24 years old.
Yeah, the dude's 24. We think he's on the top of his game, but how can we say that for certainty? No, he could only get better. Yep. And then you put this guy in a situation where it's like, hey, you have to win 3 or 4 games to win another ring. I'm gonna put my money on Patrick Mahomes every single time. Yep. Every single time. He is that good in my eyes. Obviously,
that's something that we missed, was to talk about
the bet.
The bet.
I know. I want to hit that after. But yeah, like we said, I think that his ceiling is so high. There's so much that he could do, and I think that he's going to do. I think it's something really, really special to watch. Okay, something that we glossed over previously, and we'll go back and I'll edit this so it sounds like once again, like it's going all in chronological order. Mm-hmm. Robert placed a bet. Mm-hmm. Run us through the bet.
After the Titans game, I was just looking at the lines for the Super Bowl winners, and it still had the Chiefs, up there, but it was plus 850.
Right.
So I threw down $200.
This was after the Titans game?
After the Titans game, we were 7-4.
Yeah.
3 out of 4 losses. Pat just came back. Then we still have to go freaking play Minnesota and New England and, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
I remember you showing me the slip, And I was like, that's a really, really good bet. Like, I loved that bet. That was a
good payoff. And
Yeah.
then that day too, what else did we bet on? We bet on Sammy
something
Watkins over 42 yards receiving. I was like, oh, he'll get that.
Yeah.
He got like almost 100, I think. There's whatever.
Oh, for the prop bets for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I bet $100 that Pat Mahomes would throw 2 touchdowns in one quarter, and he did it in 6 minutes left, and I won like $300 on that too. So, yeah, it was a wild day.
So, I just do want to do like a closing statement. So, in closing, this is the end of our first episode of I don't really know what we're gonna call this yet. Chiefs talk, maybe. I don't know. So many options. But closing statements. You got any closing statements? What do you think? Going forward,
I hope there's a season.
I think we would all agree with that. Yeah.
I'm really nervous about that because I was planning on trying to go to opening day against Houston in Kansas City for the ring ceremony, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility.
Are they still going to do a ring ceremony if it's like that, or do you think they're going to wait till fans are in there?
I don't know. Well, I think that they're having
like
a plan of, like, they're literally just going to put, like, every 3 rows there's people.
Yeah.
So
really?
That's, I don't know. But then they're taking out the first 10 rows so that they're far enough away from the players or something like that. But then I don't know.
Interesting.
It's all ridiculous to me. But
let's just hope we have football season. All right, everybody. Yes. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. There'll be much, much more. I think this is going to do well. So, with that being said, guys, that's all I got for you today. That's all we've got for you today, and we'll see you next time.
Go Chiefs.